What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Flat Motion. Today we're going to be looking through my Inktober 2019 sketchbook. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm definitely going to do it next year, so let's check it out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below to tell me what you think and what you want to see on the channel next. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is the sketchbook that I use. I use a Tone Tan, just a regular old brand from Hobby Lobby, but it did the job. So let's get into it. So this is an Inktober, but this is made another video about this. And if you want to see it, check the tag up at the top. So the 1st of October was this drawing. And it was in my last video talking about how I come up with ideas like this. And for this one, really, I started out with a skull. And that's kind of like how I just picked a shape. And the shape just happened to be this kind of oval. And then I kind of drew this and then drew off from there. And it turned into this somehow. I mean, it's just how I come up with ideas. Everybody comes up with ideas differently. But I really, I was really happy with this one. And the keyword was ring for this day. And then October 2nd, I drew this kind of the same way, starting with the head. That's kind of a theme with a lot of these. And then next one, this was kind of a mock-up because day 3 was actually bait. And so I was trying to figure out how I wanted to kind of do that. And so I drew this this little kind of render. But I realized after I drew this much that I wanted to keep the same kind of setup. I wanted to keep a theme and how it's kind of like a mid shot. So I ended up scrapping that idea and then went with this for day 3 because it was bait. And so I was really happy with this. This one I actually had no idea what I was going to do, but I just started drawing this and it kind of turned into this monster thing. So that was pretty fun. And then day 4 was freeze. And then this was kind of just, I used a gel pen for the white. And I used it on all of these throughout. Day 5 was build. This one was fun, and I'm actually going to do like some robot challenge in November, every day of November, so that'll be a lot of fun. You'll see more robots and stuff from me. If you follow my Instagram at FlatMotionArt, that's where all of these are posted, and I recommend that you go check them out because I had a really good time. And then day 6 was husky, and this one I really didn't have any idea what to do with. I wanted to make some kind of center. So I centered around this flower, obviously, and then drew the big husky executioner, and it was pretty fun. It turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So day 6 was Enchantress, and I just drew this angry-looking lady with a tiara, and this one actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. It took me a lot longer to do this one than normal for some reason. I think I was trying to get her eyes centered properly, and that was just something about this one that just took me a lot longer. And day 7 was Frail. This one was a lot of fun. It was kind of quick. Day 8 was Swing, I think. Yeah, Swing. And then this one was another quick one. Day 9 was Pattern, and I did Pattern by making this pattern in his eyes like he's being hypnotized. This one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed drawing this hand up here. It turned out a lot better than what I thought it was going to. And this whole face, and then this little guy in his pocket was a lot of fun. Day 10 was Snow. So I drew a big Yeti, of course, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not really proud of it, but I'm not proud of it, you know. It was just kind of a fun drawing. And day 11 was Dragon. Same with this, not really proud of it, but it was fun to draw. It was pretty quick. Day 12 was Ash, and then this is another one I'm not really proud of, but it took a lot longer than I thought. But I think the reason why I'm not proud of it is because this up here, I should have made it like a lot darker, but I didn't. But it was still pretty fun. I like the ash. It's kind of doing like a Pompeii kind of vibe. I'm really proud of this one. This one was Overgrown, and I wasn't really sure how to do it and make it kind of like a person looking that way, like the theme. So I kind of drew his head and then this arm, I think, and then from there I started drawing all these like really thick vines that just encapsulate him, and it was a lot of fun to draw. Yeah, this one was probably one of my favorites out of the whole month. And then of course this one was Legend, so I'm a Halo fan, so I had to draw Master Chief. And this is actually one of 2 Spartans that I ended up drawing. But this one I was really proud of. This one took a lot longer though. This was from Halo 3, the cover of Halo 3. Kind of my style. And I drew the little heroic thing up there. That was fun. And then this one was wild, and I really didn't know what to do with wild because I already drew like a Yeti, and that's usually what I associate with wild. So I kind of just drew this guy about to blow up, about to go wild. This was the other Spartan. And this was actually my character from Halo Reach that I took a picture of and drew. And this one was a lot of fun to do. It took a lot longer than Master Chief, but I'm really happy with it. And it was ornament. It was the word for that day. And so I drew his little captain. I was actually, drew his little rank right there. But and it's kind of focused because of the little sparkles on it. But this one's a lot of fun. This was one of my favorites also. And then this one was Misfit, and that was just kind of okay, but not really happy with that one. But this one was Sling. Yeah, this one was Sling, and I like the motion right here. That was fun to draw, and kind of like the little marble rock orb thing. Had fun with that one. This one is another one of my favorites. This one was Tread, and drew the tire in his head. I was happy with this one. I like how these kind of bulge out and surround the tire, like encapsulating it. And then the teeth, I was also really satisfied with the teeth and the eye. This one I just liked a lot. There's Tread. This one was Treasure. And this one I was really satisfied with because at first I thought I was gonna screw it up by drawing his hand at like this angle. But actually it turns out if I just twisted his shoulder, because I already drew his head and I drew his hand, and so I just kind of twisted his shoulder around to where he's kind of walking past, but actually like looking at it at the same time to make sure it's worth anything. And so it gives a little bit of motion, and I thought that was a lot of fun. It turned out a lot better. This one was Ghost, and I used a different pen. I used this brush pen, and it takes some getting used to because it kind of bends a little bit. Like when you press down, it just kind of, it's not fixed. It's not like a marker tip. It's kind of like a brush pen, of course. But it was fun because you get to do some, really thick lines on the outside and make it kind of look a little old-fashioned. But yeah, that one was a lot of fun. This one was Ancient. This was one I kind of did quickly, but at the same time I wanted to make him look really, really old, really ancient. And I feel like it really encapsulates that with all the wrinkles and stuff, and a lot of fun. This one was Confused, and I really had more fun with this duck and this duck than the rest of the drawing, but it actually turned out a lot better than what I was expecting when I first started mapping it out. Like the shading and everything turned out really well. I used this, I think a 6B to shade on this one, a really dark pencil, and then I kind of dialed in where I wanted it with my finger because I don't have any smudge things right now, but get some later. But it was fun. It was a fun drawing. I like the duck up here. This one was Tasty, so I drew another big ghost sucking this guy's soul out because I didn't want to just do something boring like a guy eating a burger, so I did this massive ghost, and it was really fun. I liked how this guy turned out because he kind of matches the rest of the bald-headed guys, the characters that I drew this month, and he's kind of just dangling there, but he has shadow and the ghost doesn't. I really like that contrast, and so I'm pretty happy with that one too. That was another one of my favorites. And then this is from the Joker movie. I think this day was what was this day? Shoot. Anyway, hold on, let me look it up. Okay, so this day, this was the 26th, and it was dark, and so I wanted to draw the Joker, this scene from the new Joker movie, just because I thought it was really intense, and it kind of encapsulates how intense the movie was, just this one scene. But I won't spoil anything, but it was really good. It was a really good movie. You guys should definitely go see it if you haven't already. But yeah. And this was, I was going to draw on this page, but it had some bleeding from the markers I used because I thought this definitely couldn't go uncolored. But anyway, to the next one, and this was this was Coat. That day was Coat, so I drew the candy guy from Django, and I colored his bloody hand. And fun fact, in the movie, he actually cut his hand when he broke the glass in that scene, so that's actually real blood. That's not, but the one in that scene is really, the blood in that scene is real, which is, I found shocking. I didn't know that. But this was fun to draw. I kind of highlighted the hand because it was more up front in the frame. Yeah, I used the brush pen to do that. And then I colored in kind of the key things in the picture, which was the ring, the bloody hand, the flower, and his little cigarette holder thing. But that's another really good movie. I'm a big Tarantino fan as well, so definitely check out Django. It's pretty good. Came out a few years ago, but still holds up. Another blank page because it bled through a little bit. And then this was Ride. That day was Ride. So I drew, I forgot his name, but the Ratatouille movie. And it was one of those scenes where he was just somebody walked in and saw Ratatouille on his head. So he was kind of like, shit, even though he didn't say it in the movie. So I thought it was funny. But yeah, that was Ride. That was fun to draw. I kind of used the brush pen a lot here too, because it was more of a cartoony kind of scene. So I used the brush pen and it turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. And then this day was Injured. This was like the 26th or something like that. It was Injured. Oh no, this was the 30th. No, it was the 29th. 29th. That's what this day was. Injured. So I just drew a guy with black eye and add some blue here and used the gel pens again. This was pretty fun drawing. And then skip the page because it bled through a little bit. And then this was the 30th and this was Catch. And so I drew, I forgot his name, but Bill Murray from The Life Aquatic, that Wes Anderson movie. And so yeah, it was fun to draw. And I had to color it too because there's a lot of cool colors in that scene. And I used, for his beard, I used a white Prismacolor pencil, and you can see it's pretty tiny now, but didn't just use it here. It's been tiny for a while. But I also use this for Joker's face. And then skipped a page. I skipped another one because it bled through a little bit. And then this was yesterday's drawing, and it was, what was yesterday's drawing? It was Ripe. And so, of course, it was Halloween, had to draw a pumpkin or something, and did Happy Halloween. Really just tied up a nice end to Inktober, and I had an awesome time. It was a lot of fun drawing for Inktober and stuff. Definitely going to do it again next year. And I'm excited for this month to do the robot one. I think it was Robovember or something like that. But it'll be fun. Definitely should follow me on Instagram. Check it out. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for today. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on this month. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. A lot of the prompts they're pretty good for the most part. There's a few of them that were kind of hard, but I had a lot of fun both ways. Every day it was a good day. Some took a lot longer than others, but usually it was about an hour when I was finished with each drawing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a kind of short video today, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to push me out to more people. I really like doing this, and I like hearing back from you guys. And I've had some really good comments recently, and I want to keep it up. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.